Last time on D&D, you were recovering from your arduous seafaring travels after having rendezvoused with Gus and discovered the secret of the power of the Emerald Isles and got back to the Underdark to report your findings. You sent word up to the wall as well, and yeah, you kind of spent a day recovering at Nyla's family estate, and now you are presumably headed up towards Dragonwall to report into Grayscale and/or show the blueprints and stuff that you found of this device that opened the portal to the void or the abyss or whatever, and to Varric, so that he could kind of see if it, you know, if he could replicate this so that you could close the portal ideally, and that is where we're headed. So I believe we basically ended right as you were all on the elevator headed up to Defender City. So yeah, so yep, you reach the top, and someone is there probably to greet you. Honestly, Gruz might have been sent to meet with you guys. Just to
Gruz's mother.
Yeah. Or yeah.
Anyway.
And, yeah. And yeah. So yes, he probably greets you. It's like, so how was the trip?
Tiring.
That good, huh?
We haven't been back to Defender City since we left the first time, right?
Correct. So it's been like at least a month, if not 2 months. Like, it's been a bit.
It's been a hot minute.
And we've been to some very strange places since then.
Yeah.
Correct. He's like, well, Grayscale will be sure, or be glad to hear from you all, I'm sure. Whatever you have to report. I mean, you sent a couple send-ins to give us the spiel, but probably be good to just explain everything once we're all there.
Oh, yes.
And so we'll meet there first, and then anything else you need to do, we can do that. So yeah. So yep. And just starts walking towards the palace. Basically. As so yeah. You go, and there's kind of like you kind of go to that same like meeting room that you were all met in to get your debriefing. And yeah, I think Gus went ahead of you all, I believe. Like, I don't think he stayed there with you. So he'll be there at the meeting. And then Grayscale will be there, and Gruz, and then yes, that is who is there for Dragon Priests that are available and not out doing other things. So it's a with all of you. Yes. So as you enter Gross's grayscales. Ah, yes. Please, come in. I've very much been anticipating a full explanation of the events that have transpired thus far. And then, yes. Do you just want to catch him up on everything, or does somebody want to truncate all of the things that have happened?
I would perhaps
Feel like
not like to make public the information yet that tabaxi are actually constructed by a crazy wizard who doesn't know how to manage their experimental samples while they go on a long trip.
fair. Good. Okay. Sure. So you can omit that part. But yeah. So towers, portal, blueprints, all that stuff. And so Grayskull just, sits there and listens. Maybe asks one or two questions regarding that, but after all has been explained, he states that yes, it would be good to perhaps request Varric's assistance in looking at these schematics, although he has been quite reclusive as he has been nearing, so to speak. I don't really go there much, but it seems there's some breakthrough or something that he is approaching, but this is of equal, if not more importance, I'm sure, to whatever he is working on. So I would suggest you go that. If you need time to recover, I understand, but we should proceed with this with the utmost haste. I've already arranged the Drow. Queen Erene has already requested a meeting with Ryu. They will probably be having a conversation on what our respective kingdoms and or cities can do with this, but I think we need more specifics on this device.
Oh, definitely.
So I think understanding it may be a key to understanding what we're facing as a whole.
Yes. I concur. Alright, well, we'll leave you to that. And, yes, I need to, if you have any questions or need anything, you know where to find me. I don't really leave this tower much. So, good luck. Let me know what you find. And then, as you're leaving, or you're dismissed or whatever. And at some point, he kind of pulls Gruz over and says, Gruz, I actually have a special mission I need to send you on. I know this will basically put just me and Wolfram as the only dragon priests in the city, but it is of importance. And he's like, okay. Okie dokie.
Okay.
Yeah.
What could possibly go wrong?
Could possibly go wrong? Yeah, nothing, right? Everything's fine.
Everything is awesome.
Yes. everything is cool when we're part of a team. Anyways, quite. So that's a thing. So I guess who is all going to talk with Varric? I guess that's where we should start.
Bertold is assuming that he's going to be involved, and also suggest that Bellerophon not go.
Fair. I don't think Bellerophon wanted to go in the first place, but
Yes. I think it's for two reasons. Bellerophon doesn't want to go, and Bellerophon would be very distracting for Varric.
That's true. Good point.
Yes. I'll hang back.
Okay. Okay. Do you want to just stay in your quarters, or did you want to like waltz around the city?
I'll confirm that Varric is going to that thing that I'm not allowed to go to, and then hang out in his lab until like 10 minutes before it's over, so that he has a bunch of footage of me where he wants me and no data from it.
Okay. Funny. Okay. Sure. That's good. Right. Okay. So is the whole squad going then? Or did anyone else want to do anything else in the city?
I'll go too.
Okay.
I'll go.
Okay, so everyone but Bellerophon's gonna go visit good old Varric. Okay. So you go to Varric's. We will go to the lab map. So this map probably should be a little updated, but as you walk in or whatever, our friendly neighborhood giant is over to the left. Oh, you have to drop your tokens on, I think, because I put lighting on this map. Yeah.
I can see.
I'm fine. Okay, Varric is actually not. So when you first come down here or whatever, there's like probably like some other like researchers or aides or engineers or things of that nature bustling about. The workshop looks kind of a lot messier than it was last time you were here, like things like that, and a lot of like these you know, it's a lot of like more empty boxes of things like that, and the giant smith is still over here by his forge, hammering away at certain things. But yeah, as you kind of come in or whatever, at some point between the hustle and bustle, someone will probably come up to one of you and say, "Oh, can we help you with something?"
Yes, we're here to talk to Varric.
Oh, do you have an appointment?
He knows us.
Do you
Just
have
tell
an
him Bertold's
appointment?
here, and he'll probably make time.
Okay, we, he's in his, I don't know, private office. If you could try to go there, but he'll probably just tell you to go away. He's been like that the last couple of weeks. And they just direct you. There's like, you like go, like there's like, this is like a big warehouse. There's like an office up that kind of overlooks the whole warehouse or whatever. And like the glasses have like the shades drawn or whatever. so like nobody's looking out, but yeah, you can see like there's like, you know, catwalk or whatever that goes up there. Like stairs that go up towards that thing. So there's that, and he just kind of like points up there and's like, good luck, and then goes back to doing what other work they were working on.
Right. Well, let's go knock on the door.
Yeah. Sure. So, kind of have to, as you go up, there's like a bit of a, so you go up the stairs or whatever, and then you get to like, there's like a little catwalk, and the catwalk kind of like goes in, and you see like, there's like a little hallway or whatever, as you come down, and as you kind of are approaching the door, can everyone give me a perception check? Okay.
There's nothing natural in here.
You just, it is very loud. The din of, okay. So, most of you, other than Val, you hear more specific things. The rest of you hear what sounds like Varric arguing with somebody. Like, as you're coming up the catwalk, you can start to hear it, and as you're going down the hallway, you know, you can hear, like, shouting, but, like, the door or the walls, you know, they're thick, so you can just kind of hear, like, a muffled, like, thing. But there's, like, pauses, like, as if he's waiting to, like, hear a response, and then, like, shouting again. So it sounds like there's some, but you can't hear what the other person is. Nyla, you hear a bit of that. You hear like as you're coming up or whatever, you hear him like basically say like that's insane. That'll never work. And then like a pause, and then he's like, it's like, I know we don't have much time left, but we need to find a solution. Why aren't you helping me with it? And then like he cuts off, and like he's like, what do you mean? Oh. And then he like his like conversation like cuts off or whatever as you kind of like reach the door.
Oh, that's not suspicious in the slightest.
Mm-hmm.
Not at all.
So, does someone knock?
I will knock on the door.
Yes.
Okay. So, says, who is it? I'm very busy.
It's Nyla and Bertold and, well, really all of us except for Bellerophon. She says the last part quiet.
And he's like, you hear like hurried footsteps or whatever, and he like opens the door or whatever, and like looks down, and then like looks down the hallway, and then you see he's disappointed when Bellerophon's not here, and he's like, sorry, I'm on the edge of some breakthrough work on the generators. What do you need? And he looks like awful. Like he looks like he probably hasn't like slept or showered or maybe even eaten in like days. Like he looks bad.
Good. Why don't we come in and chat for a minute? We have something for you that I think you're going to be happy to see.
Okay. Fine. And yeah, he swings the door open, and you walk in, and there's like papers and like you know, there's just like stuff kind of everywhere. You can see that there's like one like a blueprint thing or whatever that he's been working on that looks like one of the generator things you've seen around the city, and it has like scrawled markings all over it or whatever, and like like Pepe Silva like
Uh-huh.
he looks, yeah, like it looks like just kind of craziness. It's one of those lengths where it's like at first glance you're like, this is insanity, but like if you actually like look at like the blueprints and like the notes and stuff, it like this kind of makes sense. Like it's like like it's a weird, it's like there it's like crazy, but there's like intelligent and like design behind the craziness.
It's like when someone screams, "I've got a system!"
Mm-hmm. Correct.
You're like, you
All
do
right,
have
buddy.
a system.
I would not call it a good system.
So what's this problem with the generators you're having?
Well, there's a anomaly in the energy output, and I'm trying to figure it out. And right now we have to have a few of them shut down, so we're not getting as much power into the city as we need, which means we're at a energy deficit. But I don't want to turn the generators back on until I have it figured out, because I don't want something to just blow up.
That makes sense. When you say anomaly, can you describe that for me a little further? I promise my interest is more than academic.
Yes. Let's see. Let me see if I can explain this in layman's terms.
Give me a second. I need to think about how dumb people talk.
In English, damn it!
Yeah.
In common.
He says, so, essentially, what the generators work as a siphon. So they siphon off the necrotic energies or whatever that the demons produce when they smash against the wall's defenses, or as they are slain out there and their energy, their essence gets absorbed into the collectors or whatever. It was going fine because the input and the output was equal, where the they would intake, and then the generator would output the amount we need, and they wouldn't overload and all that stuff. But over time, I must have miscalculated something, because now the input is it is siphoning in almost too much energy, even though I don't quite understand it. It's a magical variable that I must not have considered when I was building these and testing these. It's just over time, it's almost as if like the generators are becoming corrupted, not like in some way. So if I can't figure this out, then I'm gonna have to scrap all the ones we have and build new ones, and that's gonna take time, and it's frustrating. And you can see like he is obviously like sleep deprived and stuff like that or whatever, and like a couple times in this, like while he's talking to you all or whatever in this, like occasionally, like as his like voice spikes a little bit or whatever, he'll like a little bit almost like like look over his shoulder, like as if there's like a noise or something or whatever, and it seems like he's trying to like ignore something while having this conversation with you all.
Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay, one last question for you before we get to what I think might help you, because I have a hunch that you're not the first person to deal with this problem in all of history. More on that later. Are you receiving any sort of assistance with this project? Is there anyone you're working with, or are you doing this all on your own?
I have my entire crew down there. They're going back and forth trying to find things, but and I mean, obviously, I have the support of the Dragon Priest if I need it, but why?
Oh, just
Sorry. Yes, I mean, yes, I have lots of help. And it's not, I'm not trying to do this by myself, but it is my responsibility, and it has become quite taxing.
understandable. I'm just doing my best to understand the situation. And I think then Nyla will look at Bertold, because you're probably the most qualified to share stuff here.
All right. I will. I'll take out one of the blueprint copies. I assume I got one from Bellerophon.
Yeah, most.
And then I'll sort of explain where we found this and what we believe it to be.
Sure. While you're explaining that, like, as soon as he sees the blueprint, he like grabs it and then like looks at it or whatever, and then like scans the room and then rushes over to like a pile of papers or whatever and goes through stuff. Where he's like, "Yeah, I'm listening. I get it. Yeah." As he's like, he is listening and goes through, and he like pulls out a blueprint or whatever, and he like goes over to his table and sets them down next to each other, and is like, and he just has like this look of like bewilderment, because you can see like one of the things he has is like from a very basic standpoint, like it seems similar enough where it's like, but it's one of those things where it's like his is like a prototype, right? Like his looks like the older blueprint, like a more a less sophisticated like thing, and he's just like, how is this possible? No, that can't be right. And he's like, this could work. Wait, sorry. What? This is the thing that caused all of everything?
As far as we're aware, yes.
His face goes through like several emotions. One of like confusion, and then kind of like anger, and then like curiosity, and then like utter terror. And he's like, it's hey. Okay. This isn't right. Wait, okay. I think if this device can opened a portal or whatever, ripping space-time, then given a few days, I might be able to reverse engineer, and I mean that in like a literal sense of engineering something that can do the reverse of this thing.
Yes, that would be very good.
I'd like to, if I may, while he's
yeah.
been sort of running about,
Uh-huh.
distracted, I'd like to kick on my divine sense and just see if I pick up
Can
any.
you? Yeah, I just want to see what.
Oh wait, that's the wrong button. Sorry. Although we may end up using that. Oh, there we go.
Okay, so as he's doing this or whatever, you kick this on, and you feel like a weird, like, it's like a sensation of, like, I don't know if you've ever drinking like Four Loko or like an energy drink and alcohol at the same time, but it feels like your senses are getting pulled in like both directions. Like you feel like there is some, not like overwhelming, but it's like there's some presence of both celestial and fiend here. But it's a weird like you feel like you're getting pulled, but it's almost like they're like canceling out. That's why it feels like your senses don't quite know how to like parse what you're sensing right now.
Okay. 2 questions. I do not sense a specific like creature that's here with us, correct?
Right. It's almost like it's like 2 presences. It's not like it's coming from Varric or like from any specific space. It just seems like
just kind of permeating.
There's just this emanation in the room of both of those things.
Okay. Second question, does the divine presence remind me of how I felt when I turned my divine sense on in the presence of Ryu?
Similarly, yes.
Okay. Interesting. Okay, I think I'm not doing anything with that at this exact moment. Thank you.
Not nearly as strong, but it is like, yeah.
Sure, but sort of reminiscent enough that I'm...
Yeah.
Okay.
But he goes and he says, okay, and he's like thinking about it or whatever and jotting stuff down or whatever and like rambling to himself under his breath or whatever, and then he kind of like is like, oh, you're all right. So a thing I just thought of is, if we do create this thing, we would have to create it so that it is small enough to be portable, but it also has to be sizable enough to have the output required to close the portal, because it sounded like it was quite vast.
Yeah. Nyla, how large would you describe that?
Sam, how large would I describe that?
So it was like,
about an eye of Sauron. It was taking up the top floor of one of the towers.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like filling out the outside of the walls, but it was taking up pretty much most of the top floor.
At least gargantuan size of.
Okay, so you're familiar with Barad-dûr? No, sorry. Quite large. I mean, size of a small home, at least, maybe. Bigger than a person, certainly.
but not the size of a city or anything.
Yes, not a mile
On its
wide.
own. Yeah.
Okay, then I think the only thing we can do is halt all productions to work on this. Yes. Alright, and he like goes over to his desk or whatever and like pushes some papers off. He's like, I know it's around here somewhere, and there's like a little like pedal thing, and there's like a little like kind of stick with like a fuzzy thing on top of it that he like walks over to, and he like presses this pedal down or whatever, and you hear like a almost like a screech kind of echo out across the workroom or whatever, and he says, "Attention all staff. We are to cease all ongoing projects immediately. We have a new prototype that we must have all hands on deck. So stow away whatever you can, tie off as many loose ends as you can with your projects, but we need to start working on this immediately." And you hear, obviously, his voice is like echoing out over the thing, and then he like unbriefs the press, and there's like, "Eek," and the screech goes, like, hum goes away or whatever. He's like, "Hi. Okay. Yes, this is more important." Okay. Thank you for this. He like takes a minute or whatever, and he like sits down in his chair, and he just like looks absolutely just beat. He's like, I need a minute, I think, to process all of the things we're gonna have to do to get this. Just let Grayscale know that I'm working on a solution. I'm not going to try to figure out the logistics just yet. I just need to know that I can make this before anything.
I understand that. This is quite the project that's been dropped at your feet.
I'm sorry, Varric, that I didn't have as happy of news as I could have. But we have work to do.
Ah, yes. Oh! By the way, I know you... I made a couple, potential upgrades for your chair. They're probably somewhere down there on the work floor somewhere. Since, I had worked on them before I started getting distracted. There are two basically frames that you could choose between, I suppose. Or I guess if you want to, you can have them both and switch them out whenever you're in the city, I guess. But one of them is basically you have the option of a more heavily armored chair, so it will decrease your movement speed by 10 feet, but you get +2 to AC. Or you can a lightweight, like servo chair that can increase your movement speed. What's your current move speed? Is it just 30?
30, yeah.
Okay. So it would increase your movement speed to 50.
Wow.
I think I'm taking that one.
Okay. Yeah. So he's like,
Mobility
yeah, sure.
is, to be frank, more important than +2 AC on my character.
Fair enough. Yeah, so he's like, yeah, they're down there. So ask one of the aides. I'm sure they're tucked them somewhere down there. But yeah, you can store them wherever you want. But yeah, they'll get you fitted. They know how to do everything. All that stuff. I I'm gonna have to do a perimeter scan and start shutting down everything. So we might have to. Might also want to let. Might have to let some officials in the city know that we may need to go on a uh bit of a power fast. So
A
that way,
ration, perhaps?
yes, yes, yeah,
Oh, so
that's
you're
probably.
shutting down all of the generators then?
Well, I need to shut down at least the ones that are overreacting. I've shut down a few of those, but I think I'm gonna need to detach a couple at least from the network so that I can try to retrofit them into a prototype of this. Um, I might need a couple, and I think it would be better if. Yes, I think. Well, I can leave a few on. I think leaving a few on will be fine, but I need to. I need to just double check and make sure that only the few generators are the ones acting up.
Or um, this is perhaps unnecessary to say to you. You certainly know more about these things than I do. Um, but I felt it worth saying out loud, or I feel it worth saying out loud that the this portal that was created by this device and that has led to the blight was, to all appearances of what we'd found, perhaps not the intended purpose. It seems like it was meant to be an energy device of some variety,
Yes.
and it went wrong into this.
Yes.
Which is why I mentioned that you might not be the first person to be dealing with the problem you're facing. And that the first person to deal with it might have not found a solution in time.
Yes. That is good to consider. Yes. Right, okay. I have much to think about. If you don't mind, I need to have some time to ruminate. Uh, I'm gonna go for a walk. And he is gonna take, he's gonna look at the blueprint or whatever and roll it up, and then he's like, I guess I'll start my perimeter uh, survey, whatever. And he starts to walk out of his little office.
Certainly won't stop him.
Mhm. Yeah, so he just leaves you all there in his office.
Alright.
Alright, once he's gone, I will say to everyone, he was talking to someone before we came in here.
Yeah,
And he
I got that
seemed
he was arguing with someone, but I didn't. It sounded like that at least, but
It
no one was
definitely
here, so
was.
I figured it might have been arguing with himself out loud, but
It definitely, I heard a little bit of what he was saying, and it definitely gave more the impression of someone speaking to another being than muttering to oneself.
could you hear the other being?
No.
Hmm.
That's why I assumed that, because I heard one side of a conversation.
Yeah.
I checked, there were no fiends in the room with us, or anything else for that matter that my magic is able to discern, but this is a strange place suffused with energies. Actually, now that Varric has left the room, I'd like to use Divine Sense again and see if what I was feeling was emanating from him or is present in the room as a whole.
As you recast or whatever and sense, it seems the presence is moving away from you.
Right. Great. Love that. Okay. Varric himself seems to be out, like, after a pause when I'm clearly doing Divine Sense again, to anyone who's watching carefully. It seems like Varric himself may be at the center of some competing magics. Unclear to me whether there are forces working on him or he has some weird Varric shit that he is carrying around with him, but it's not that I distrust him in the sense that I believe he is secretly working against us, and more that I worry for his mind and whatnot.
Yeah. Bertold will also just cast Detect Magic. Then...
There's a lot of magical stuff in here.
he'll maybe, if Varric isn't too far gone, he'll peek out his head to look at Varric.
He's like going down the stairs as you like.
Alright. I'm not gonna rush out to go catch up to him right this moment, I don't think. I will...
Yeah, I mean, there's like, he has like, there's like little crystals and stuff. There's, probably maybe even like, some, spell scrolls of like, things that would make sense in it were, like heat metal and mage hand and telekinesis, stuff like that, that would be used for like, could be used in like machinery, things like that. On off. Things like that. So some definitely more like utility type things like that.
Any necromancy in the room? Necromancy magic. Alright. There seems like enough that Bertold's not gonna try and go through everything.
Yeah. It's kind of like a lot of little things here and there that just kind of everywhere.
To see if we can dispel magic or something from him. Well,
I would.
Into his food and ask
Sorry,
him,
what was that?
I could like use some of my food serum on him if we could smuggle it into his food or something. If we don't think he.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure that we even know that the presence is hostile at the moment. So.
And there appears to be both divine and fiendish energy about him.
That is rather interesting.
This may be... Maybe when we inform Grayscale about his ends here, we also mention this.
That sounds like a good idea to me. Speaking of which, we should probably go talk to Grayscale unless there's something we want to look at here before we go.
Nothing comes to my mind.
Alright. Although, I should get my chair retrofitted before I leave. So perhaps you can go and talk to Grayscale, and I'll catch up.
Alrighty.
Okay.
Alright. Bertold's gonna get his chair fitted with some servos. He is fast. And watch if you go back. Do you go back to get Bellerophon, or do you just go back to the fine Grayscale?
I think we'd probably pick up Bellerophon, right?
Well. Alright. So you do you relay that Varric is currently not at his workshop to Bellerophon?
Sure.
Send a message. He's not at the workshop. Just instantly appears. You don't have teleportation. How'd you do that? Don't worry about it.
Yes.
Yeah, I'll make my way over.
Okay. This is Bellerophon as soon as you say that. He's just punching through the wall.
Airdrop.
Yes.
Alright, what did I miss? Good talk. Let's loot the place.
Eric is going to work on engineering a counter to the thing generating the portal. Also, he might be a little bit crazy and it might not be his fault.
Alright, so I missed absolutely nothing. I'm gonna tag my name on one of these walls.
Okay. Okay. Some aides are probably gonna just watch you do this, like, they're just gonna actually, after a minute, like, they're just gonna just, like, pull out and just, like, start taking notes. Because you haven't been in here since, or whatever. They're just like,
Alright, so why did you call me over? What are we doing?
Oh, I think we're going to go tell Grayscale stuff.
Okay. Alright. I can watch you tell the Grayscale stuff.
Oh, boy.
Right. Okay, so you head up to the thing. Go to Grayscale or whatever. Yeah, and find him or whatever, and he's like, you find him like pacing in a hallway. And he's just like, "Oh, hello. Sorry, I was thinking.
Don't
What
worry.
did you discover?"
I've paced many hallways in my years.
I'm sure. He says, "How? What did you find? What? Is Varric able to accomplish this task?"
He's going to work on it. The device bears striking similarity to his generators. Though from what I gather, his seem to gather energy from the demons who break against the wall, whereas the device seemed to tap into that energy more directly. But regardless, he said he's planning to retrofit several of his generators into a device that can work to counteract that which is creating the portal. This also means he's not fixing the generator problem anymore, which means the city might need to begin rationing power. Also, we're concerned that he may be. He's certainly sleep deprived. There are certain both energies about him, both divine and demonic in nature, that don't know what's going on with that, but it doesn't sound great. Is he
I
receiving
will.
some sort of divine protection from the Dragon Priests or Ryu? Would explain at least part of what
Not
I
to
says.
my knowledge.
I see.
I will talk to him about this. That
He
is
Oh, sorry.
concerning.
He, as we arrived, seemed to be having a conversation with a being who was not present in the room when we actually entered, and he seemed a little distracted. Again, it wasn't just something invisible, because I would have felt it there. It was something else going on.
Where did he say he was going?
I think to do a walkabout and look at the generators and clear his head some.
Okay. I will find him. Should not be hard. Alright, well, thank you for this. Please, if you need rest from your travels, take some. We have much to discuss and strategize. I believe, tomorrow eve, the Queen will be coming to council with, Ryu. And, I would, if possible, I would like you all to be present.
Joyous day.
Of course.
Yes. Right. Alright, I will go chat with Varric. I will, let Wolfram know as well. I think he should be present, and I will send word to the other dragon priests, see if they are able to come back. I know a few were on the way back. Hopefully they'll be back by tomorrow evening. Yes. The Hammer of Dawn is nearly cleaning up the undead scourge down south, and is now, I believe they're heading back. Hopefully that'll alleviate some of the pressure from the orcs, but Enoch is still trying to play politics, which is never easy when kings are involved. And our friends, we did send a few our friends to the north, maybe returning as well, but we will see. I should send word to, well, they would not be able to get here in time, but at least send word to our dragon priest in, Borealis, who's tending to the college. Construction is actually coming right along. It has been. We've gotten some reports recently. It's been quite good. Which is, yeah, I think it's a positive thing. So, anyways, I won't keep you. I need to catch up to Varric. I'll talk to you all later. And then he kind of heads off to go do that. Quite. So you have about a day to do whatever you want in the city. So yeah.
I want to get fucked up now.
Yeah. We're gonna get wasted.
Let's fucking go.
There's a very fine dwarven tavern on the town square.
Check out the Dwarven Tavern.
Heck yeah.
I think Bertold will also ask about getting his mask retrofitted to work for one of the other party members.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That could, yeah, I'm sure somebody there's like, I guess, we just have to take measurements and, or whatever, but we can do that.
Who needs a mask of adaptation?
What?
If you need to not breathe in spores.
Yeah.
If you're not immune to poison already or whatever, and can't already breathe underwater.
Well, one of those things is true.
Yeah. I think Bertold might offer it for, guys, I guess who has a free attunement slot is another important part, because it does require attunement.
That's a good question.
I mean, I might have an attunement slot, but you don't want to do that for me right now.
Yeah, no.
I mean, I'm pretty sure.
Or almost precious.
Pretty sure Gaius has one available.
Yeah.
Alright. And the reuse scale or whatever doesn't...
That's one attunement slot, I believe.
Well, I was thinking more, it doesn't do, like, the same stuff, right?
It
like,
doesn't let it... Well, it does kind of give a general protection of, like, light, but it doesn't let him breathe underwater, and also, like, it would... It's more of, like, gives you resistance, where the mask would just make you basically immune to the spores.
Yeah.
So.
Alright. I will retrofit it for Gaius, then.
Okay. So you have a mask of adaptation now.
Which is basically a amulet of adaptation or whatever.
So then with the ring, you notice it has two effects. One is you feel like you attune to it or whatever because you have time. You see that it, like the amulet, has a teleportation element to it, but you don't necessarily know where it goes unless you test it out.
Not happening right this moment.
Yep. But you see, it has that, and then it also, for now, it also gives it is a ring of protection plus the that teleportation thing. I haven't thought of a more interesting thing for it to provide yet, but for now, it functions as a ring of protection until I think of something more neat or fitting. So yeah, there's that. Yeah. Okay. Right. Okay. Yep. So you're gonna get that stuff taken care of. Tommy's going drinking.
Gail,
what would you like to do with your
From a meta perspective, this is where we start setting up my disappearing act. So I'm probably going to be wandering around the merchant's quarters or whatever area, and negotiating some trade deals.
Sounds good. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you get that. Nyla, what would you like to do?
I think now I would want to start getting a better understanding of like the military situation in Defender City.
Sure.
I think she doesn't know how to take a day off, so instead it wants
Right.
to start do some advanced planning on like what sort of strike force options there might be if we're going to be pushing into the Blight.
Right. Yeah. So with the way the city is set up, the bulk of the military force is the Hammer of Dawn, which was sent south. Sounds like they're on their way back, but that was like it's gonna be weeks before they get back. And then, but there still are like the wall patrol basically is a collection of mages and healers that just kind of stand on the wall, and if anything comes up, they shut stuff down at them, and then they have like a rotation basically, so that the casters like they go up there, they shoot all their spells off, then another one comes up to replace them, and they go rest. And they just have this like rotating like revolving door of casters and healers and like things like that they just rotate on the wall, and it's like goes pretty much as far down as like the city spans, and then there are like trenches that have been dug along the walls, so like but yeah, so the bulk of the military force is on its way back, but there is like there are people here, like if they needed to, they could probably send out like a battalion out into the wastes if they needed to.
Sure.
And then things like that. So,
I think Bertold might also, in his free time, help out with that a little while he's here.
Okay. Sure.
With the whole mage part.
Quite.
Some amount of various evocation spells going out.
Right. Okay. All that good stuff. Yeah, so as you are, the things go and whatnot, yes, as, things, Gale, at some point, basically, somebody, I'm gonna say, offers, like, hey, if you're willing, to be, like, our liaison, basically, like, we'll, pay you for all of these services. I know you have some responsibilities, but if, this is what you need, we can do that. So yeah, basically you get your hookup that you need to start doing your merchant teen work, if that is what you desire. Yeah. To transition towards that. Quite. So, thanks for that. Bellerophon, what would you like to do while you're in the city?
That is a bird. That is a nice bird.
Okay, great.
And basically, I've outlived all of my wants and hobbies, and I'm just waiting for people to need me for something, unless I run into something interesting.
Right. Okay, sure.
Is kind of lonely, but also fuck you, I'm a robot.
Mhm.
I'll just uninstall lonely.
I'll just uninstall them.
Hmm.
It's a healthy coping mechanism. I said so.
Well, he said so.
You wouldn't just lie to themselves.
Mhm. Quite. Um. Okay. So you all day goes by or whatever. You do some stuff. Hang out in the city. Get wherever you need. The next night comes, and yes, you were at a meeting. Or you were brought there. Or whatever, and Wolfram actually greets you when you had come to the meeting at like the appointed time or whatever. And he says, "Oh, hello. Good to see you all again. Uh, I think the others are inside. I believe we're just waiting for Grayscale and the Queen to arrive. Uh, and you were brought into like that chamber that Ryu's in, the with the pillar thing and whatnot. And as you come in, there's just kind of like this solemn kind of like thing, and you see like the still incredibly impressive, but almost a bit like tarnished looking Ryu. Like his scales do not have quite the same like vibrance that you remember last seeing him, and the small motions that he makes seem sluggish. And as you enter, he's like, "Ah, welcome. We are just awaiting the two others, and we will get this council started on what to do next." So while you're here, I'm gonna pull up. There's Gus. Gus is here. And he's kind of like, uh, just trying to like not stare at Ryu. But he had some important like things or whatever, and it's like, this is, whew. uh, let me pull up. There's a couple other dragon priests that have joined. Um, let's see, who would have gone? Oh yes, Trabian Blackstone was the human wizard in Borealis. There's yeah, Wolfram, uh, Gruz. Gruz seems like he's here, but actually no, he wouldn't be here. He left to go do the other thing. There is a two people you've met. Ferric Like Song. He is a halfling bard slash warlock or whatever. But yes, Ferric Like Song and Arcanus Goldleaf, a high elf. Looks very druid, wizardy, maybe. Probably like, probably not. Yeah, but yes, they both introduce themselves. Uh, yes, as you come in. And then uh, Wait, and as you're there, I don't know if you make chit chat or small talk or whatnot, but eventually, like Ryu kind of like shifts his head over towards the doorway, and as he looks and you all look, Queen Arene is just standing there.
Down on one knee.
Yeah,
Instantly.
yeah, uh,
That sounded like it hurt.
yeah. Like a king echo throughout the chamber. Uh, she walks, and everyone else kind of like
Alright, I
walks.
take 3 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's gonna leave a bruise. Um, she walks in and she like, waves her hand for you to rise. She says, "In this council chamber, we are closer to equals."
As you will it.
Um.
Still down on one knee.
Yeah.
Kowtowing further.
She says, she lunges and she says, and like, she looks, as she comes in and looks like kind of up and down at Ryu, she looks like a little bit heartbroken to see Ryu in this state or whatever. She says, "My old friend, it has been a while since we've had the time to talk." And Ryu kind of nods and she says, "Alas, this is not a cordial discussion. We must discuss how we are to prepare for war." And the dragon priests are there, and Wolfram is there, and Wolfram like kind of looks, it's like kind of looking around, like Grayscale should be here, sort of a thing, and he's like, should we wait? Should we wait? And Ryu kind of like looks off, almost into the distance or whatever, and he says, "We can start without." We can start without Grayscale. That is fine.
Has anyone spoken to Grayscale in the last day?
Wolfram said, I got a message from him yesterday after he said we were meeting here. Midday? Maybe afternoon? I think,
For
I don't know.
Lord Ryu, do you have means to contact Grayscale remotely?
Yeah. He he kind of like shuts his eyes a bit or whatever, and then like his eyes kind of like open, and he's like, and he gets like a very serious like kind of look, and he's like, "I do not sense his presence. This is most," and he like, and you see from, because they're in this room, there's like this pillar thing or whatever that kind of goes what looks to be infinitely up and down. You see this light start to emanate from under, like, below, and Ryu starts to like kind of writhe a little bit, and you feel this like tremor that kind of like feels like it shakes the whole like palace a bit. And Ryu says, "Oh," and he scans the room and looks at all of you, and he says, "Get out now." And the dragon priest kind of they stand up and like pause for a minute, and then they start walking towards the door, and he's like, "Leave!" And like, the sound of his voice kind of like rattles you, and they kind of, Gus is like, like trying to like hustle out the door or whatever, and Arane's like, "Ree, what's wrong?" And she like walks up and tries to like put a hand on him, and you see this light shoot up, and it's like blinding as it like starts to like emanate out of the room, and you can feel like this like a shaking and like a rattling, and not just like the foundation of the palace, but like in like the airwaves, and your like divine sense is like just going off in like this is whatever's happening is bad.
Oy.
Yeah, so Gus will do that. A couple of the dragon priests will kind of like try to grab a couple of you to pull you out unless you're leaving. I guess, is anybody trying to stay in this room? Okay.
What? Can I identify a concrete threat, or is it just scary shit is happening and he wants me gone?
The latter.
Like,
I mean the latter, but like you feel you feel like almost like both a arcane and or like a divine pressure that is starting to like press against you all as you're in the room.
Is it from him, or is he trying to
Yes.
face something alone?
It seems like it is coming from him, but it's like I guess if anybody wants to, you can give an insight check or an arcana check.
Can I do religion?
Sure, that works too. Okay, so Bellerophon, you're just kind of like get a little overwhelmed.
Just like, I wasn't paying attention. Why are we leaving?
Yeah. Bertold, something bad is about to happen. The rest of you are like, oh shit, there's gonna be some sort of magical, like, either detonation or some sort of release of energy that is about to happen. And you probably don't want to be standing in here when that does happen.
Is Arane in imminent danger?
Yes.
Get down, Mrs. President.
I put him in a box.
If Arane is in danger, that is where Nyla is going.
Okay.
Self-preservation is set aside in this moment.
Yeah, she will reluctantly leave as like the light is starting to get brighter or whatever, and she says, and then she's like starts to back out of the room.
Okay.
And then she gets like her eyes kind of open wide, and then she says, "Yes, we need to leave right now."
Understood.
All right.
Everyone out.
Yep.
Out.
And you get out, you like go down the hallway or whatever, and you can feel that, and the thing is shaking, and you kind of like run down the hallways, and you hear this like cracking noise, and then this like, as this like wave of like radiant energy, and like it's like two waves of like, it's like that just kind of just bisect the like palace basically in half as you like get out the front doors, and the top of the palace just explodes, and there's this just massive like shockwave, and like a sinkhole start, like, as the palace crumbles into the thing, and like alarms in the city are going off and that stuff, and you see like chunks of the palace and stuff have like flown into like parts of like the different districts or whatever. And you see, as you are look up, and like the smoke starts to clear, you can see this figure rise above, and it looks to be a kind of like a dragon standing on its hind legs, and its scales are all like a platinum, like shiny metal looking. And then you see it standing there, and it kind of like roars into the sky as this like big shockwave comes out. And then you see also from the smoke, you see the head of a red dragon peek up over the cloud of smoke, and then the head of a black dragon, and then a green dragon, and then a white and a blue dragon. And there are these two massive forms standing where, like, part in the crater where this palace and like part of the wall once stood. And as you look upon this, you see that these two figures, and Arane just like kind of looks up and just looks like shocked, like just absolutely like it's the first time you've seen her have a look that hinted at fear in her face.
Magic is going to be banned again, isn't it?
I think magic is going to be useful right now.
Yeah.
And then
I'm pretty sure that as we're on our way out, Bertold just casts Globe of Vulnerability and like tries to stick with.
Yeah. Around. Yep.
Yeah. Just like
friends in the globe.
yeah, like doing what I can to keep us safe.
And a small retcon that I would like to do is, as you were kind of leaving the palace or whatever in the explosion, as an added, as you were fleeing, and as the like explosion was like kind of catching up to your heels, as you were trying to flee, Bertold, you felt the ring that you had been gifted. It started to give a warmth around on your hand as you were holding it, and there's a flash of light, and all of you appeared much farther outside of the palace than you would have been if you got on foot. And as you look back, you see, as the explosion and this is expanding out, basically you clear the radius by a good margin, and chunks of molten rock and ruin rain down across the city in a cascade of fire, and there before you is standing these two monstrous figures. And yes. So, something you can add is your ring allows you to cast teleport once per day.
Oh god.
This can only be used responsibly.
Yes. So quite. So as you are there staring at these figures, Queen Arane is amongst you and she is staring at these two figures in a mix of like shock, horror, and pure rage in her eyes as she's staring at these two massive figures in the crater where her oldest friend once was, basically. So he's just staring there for a bit. So as you have a few moments here to process what is happening, what would you all like to do?
Where is my boat? I already lost one, and I got a nice new one. Please tell me it's not rubble.
Pretty sure it's still in the Underdark, because you didn't take your boat up here, you took the elevator.
Okay, that's good. That's great.
It's not like there's a boatway to here from the Underdark directly.
I wasn't sure if there was, because you would think that there wasn't one directly from the Underdark to the elf village either.
True.
Are we unaware of Bahamut and Tiamat? Was this guy Io? Like,
Yes.
Is this the first time these two guys have existed, or these two dragons have existed?
So, as far as any of you know, you're not sure what is happening.
All right, so we're not saying, "Oh God, Tiamat is here." We're saying, "What the fuck is that?"
Yes, correct. What the fuck are those? Because there's two things here. Yes. This is mostly a at a meta level of, oh shit, that's Tiamat.
Alright. Guess I'm just gonna like stand there and stare at them for a bit and be like, you think they're gonna fight?
I don't know what they're gonna do, but it doesn't doubt. I doubt it'll be good.
I'm gonna reach out telepathically to Nigel and have him start running to me.
Yeah. Get her. Yeah. He's like, holy shit. Yeah. Wait,
Right.
So, as, Dazzle is like, that's not good. Don't want to be here anymore.
Yeah.
Take that as
On one
permission.
hand, we
He thinks away.
fucker. On one hand, we should be evacuating the city right now. On the other hand, I think they know to leave, and that crater's threatening to pierce the wall.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you have any idea what we can do about that?
If I say punch a dragon, are you gonna leave?
I might, unless you have more details on how you think this is going to work.
The queen is standing there or whatever, and she kind of like, she has a moment of like, she like stills kind of her stealth or whatever, and she says, "You all focus on the wall," and then she just starts booking it towards the crater.
Okay,
Okay.
we focus on the wall.
Okay, so are you gonna go around to the left or to the right?
So we're closer to the right, but metagame, I don't want to walk by Tiamat. Like, in character with what we know, it would be around the right. But also...
Well,
Obviously, the fastest way to get there would be straight through the... Wait.
I mean, does this
don't
world have any knowledge about, like, would we have any knowledge about chromatic versus metallic dragons?
You know they
Broadly?
both exist, but they're kind of
Okay.
like, dragons are seen as both like exceedingly rare and like also just kind of like aimless, like, they're basically folklore. That's why Ryu himself was such a big deal.
Sure.
So those are dragons, terrifying looking dragons, and they're much bigger than are dragons are supposed to be. Because you met Rose, and she's a great worm, and these are much bigger than her.
Uh-huh. What do you mean? These are
Actually-
15 by 15, right?
No, we should go around to the left because the right one has 5 heads and only needs 1 head to fight the other dragon.
Makes sense.
Good point.
Good point.
Okay, as you are running, whatever, booking it
left.
around to that side, so essentially the palace and the temple are just devastated, and like the main barracks, one of the main barracks by the wall. You were all staying in the leftmost barracks. So if you go this way, Nigel will meet up with you guys also.
Great.
I like a good excuse to do the thing that out of character we knew was the right.
Yeah. So as you're doing this, as you're running, can everyone give me a perception check?
Can I use my passive perception of 15?
Hey, one of us has eyes.
I'll roll for
Actually, I'm not even sure he
Valeriphon,
has eyes.
what do your Warforged eyes see?
So
Big dragon.
So Bellerophon, you clock this. Actually, anybody who got 15 or more, but Bellerophon, you clock this first, and specifically because every time you come to the city, you always make sure that you keep a watchful gaze if you ever see Varric. So you clock as you guys are running, kind of like hovering, like kind of like up out of the crater, also over towards the big platinum dragon. You see Varric, like he's a ways up there or whatever, but you see him and he looks not like, you're like, that's Varric, but there's something off other than the flying thing. But like he looks like he like is physically like unraveling. And you see there are like these kind of like wings that have extended out, one of which is like a... What are you barking at? Like a leathery wing that seems to be wreathed in fire, and the other is a golden wing whose feathers look like they're made out of like metal or like some like white platinum type metal. Yeah, and you see as he's going and flying up or whatever, they like crest over one of the buildings. You can hear, you're probably not close enough to hear, but you can see he's like talking to himself or something, and the wings like start to separate, and then he like splits into like 2 forms basically, or 3 forms. Like the wings double and 2 beings appear, and you see his like lifeless body kind of like fall a little bit and then like land on like a rooftop. Hi, Franklin. And you see there, and then those two beings, one of which looks like a humanoid, gold skin, platinum wings out of their backs, fly towards the platinum dragon, and then you see a like red-skinned fiend with these flaming wings and a like half halo made of flame float off towards the five-headed dragon.
Anyone else feel like splitting in two today?
Oh yes, I thought I would go next.
No.
I have help for this. My deities will rip me apart. Wait. For my next trick. Honestly,
Yes.
I'm not sure that wasn't exactly what happened to Varric. I mean, what?
Is the rooftop that Varric's mortal self on closer to the breach in the wall than where we are?
Yes. I mean, you would like pass it if you're going around the left side.
I would like to swap places with his corpse if he is still a creature, which is to say not dead, so that I'm closer to the breach in the wall and someone else can like stop and give him 1 hit point.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so you see him, and you could probably you see him like laying there, and you can like just at the edge of your range, you can teleport onto the roof and then keep trouncing towards the across like debris and stuff that way, and then so the rest of you are running, and then Varric's body's just there on the pavement as you're running, as you like kind of run past.
And then nobody helps us.
I'll scoop up the body and like toss
Okay.
it on Nigel's back with me if I can.
Sure.
I'm assuming
Yeah.
Nigel's caught up with us by now.
Yeah, sure. Just toss him on there or whatever, and he's like he coughs up a little bit of blood, and he's just he's unconscious but not dead.
Okay, can I
Yeah.
lay on hands for 1 hit point?
Yeah.
Great. I will do that.
He's ding. He's like, and he kind of looks at some of you before he passes out, and he just says, "I'm sorry," and then passes out.
Helpful.
Maybe
You hear that, everyone? He's sorry.
maybe it was a mistake to bring Varric to the wall. Luckily, none of us were responsible for that. What?
One of you was.
Not it. Turtle's just like, God damn it.
Yeah, so you're running, and you see this, eventually, as you're going, the dragons, like, come out of this, like, daze of, like, of recognition that they like, lock eyes with each other or whatever, and they start to, move, and then they start to, like, converge on one another. And then the winged figures are like flying towards their respective hosts or whatever you want to call it. And yes, and then you see
Yes.
yes, so you start to go around. At this point, like, every alarm bell in the city is raised. And you can see there's activity on the wall as people like are converging from different sides of the wall to like the edge of the crater where like the hole is. What do you want, Frank? I have no food. I'm sorry. It's all gone. There's no food here.
Like an egg in these trying times.
Yeah. But yeah, okay. Anyways, So you're running and you're running, and you uh as you're running, you kind of like come around up to, so you're as you're approaching the thing, you see the like gold skinned uh winged figure, it's going towards or whatever, and then it he goes up or whatever, and touches he like they as you're coming around, you see he reaches and kind of like lands kind of like on the shoulder of the platinum dragon or whatever, and is talking. The platinum dragon stops for a second and like, you know, looks down at his shoulder or whatever, and then you can hear this booming, like saying something in celestial to the winged figure or whatever, and then turns his attention back towards the five-headed dragon. And then you see, as you're going off, you see the fiery winged figure is flying towards the five-headed dragon. You see, like, from around, like, you know, a spire or whatever that's jutting up out of, like, part of the rubble or whatever. You see this, like, web shoot out and wrap around the winged finger and pull it down towards the ground.
That would be my queen.
So,
Yeah, that's what you see.
So can she take both of them?
I have no idea.
aren't you like bound to go interfere with that instead of holding the wall?
She told me explicitly what to do. I'm not her honor guard. I follow orders here.
When the big boss gives big orders, you do that.
If she says she can take care of herself right now, then so be it.
I hope she can for all of our sakes. Because if this goes sideways, we're all dead.
Yes. So you, as you all run up towards, so a few things happen. While you're running, does anyone want to do anything or try to figure out what? I don't remember if anybody has like a. I don't know if anybody had like a passive comprehend language thing. I think that was a spell.
Oh, I think
You've got.
I can read all writing.
eyes. Yeah.
Ah, that's what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. Never mind.
So if
That's what
if
it was.
Tiamat writes out her plans, then I can read them.
I mean, I know Infernal and Abyssal, and I think someone else knows Draconic.
I know Draconic.
Okay.
So if they're just yelling shit and it's not
Yeah.
Celestial.
Okay. Then
I
yeah,
know
actually you would hear so you can't hear the guy at his shoulder, but the platinum dragon, you hear him say in a booming voice, in Draconic, if you can understand it. You hear him say, I cannot go back yet. If Tiamat remains in this realm, she could destroy the world, destroy everything. We must send her back. She will not go willingly. And that's what you get. And then they start like fighting in this crater, basically. And yeah, so you eventually get up to, so you see that there's like a couple where's the magic missile wizard when you need one? Yeah. Naka.
Tiamat appears. Oh, I killed Tiamat, you say? Yeah.
Wait. So you. Yes. You get there. So you eventually get to where there's a hole in the. You get up to the wall. And we will have. I will move to this. Franklin. Nope, I didn't want to click on this. This. A wall breach. So you'll be coming from the bottom. Flaming debris and things, so there's this chunk of wall that is missing or whatever, and you can see, as you look out, you can see, kind of like this thing, that, this, and eventually, it turns into blight, and you just see, just like this mass of demons starting to run towards the city.
Good.
So you have basically like, essentially, I will say like 2 rounds worth of prep before they get to onto the map or whatever. And there are people up above, like there are people trying to come to this point. There's a few other like holes in the wall or whatever that people who were on the wall that didn't get obliterated were running or tending to as well. So
what
so
does this say?
for whatever you all want to do in 2 rounds.
20-foot cube.
I won't do initiative yet. I mean, I guess like
2 rounds, 2 rounds, 2 rounds.
Okay. I'm going to use my 6th level spell slot to do a major image, a permanent major image that does not require concentration.
Okay.
That is a 20-foot cube. 5, 10, 15, 20, 5, 10, 15, 20. Then I'm just gonna make this look like it's a bunch of rubble so that it's a smaller gap that the demons will try to interact with.
All right, let me grab an asset here, and I'll throw something down there. Let's do this. Here.
Keep a shroud for myself. Ignore that. That just printed damage. You can see the spell description if you need.
Nice. Spirit Shroud.
Alright, this one up here is a tentacle. It is invulnerable. This one is my actual elemental spirit that I have summoned with my spells.
Okay.
Let me find that stat block.
So that I'm filling space effectively. Unless we trust the demons to stop and fight us, but
Never trust.
I'm actually gonna give. Who wants advantage on their initiative roll? Don't all jump at once.
Probably not that important for me. If you want to give it to someone else.
I have a negative initiative, so it depends on if you value Bertold's spell casting or having a melee able to reposition once they show up more.
Here, I will
I'll give it to
give.
Bertold. Bertold, you have advantage on this next initiative roll.
Yay.
You'll get used to it.
Who would like to pilot Gaius?
I could. I have no idea what he does, if I'm being honest.
A ranger.
So he casts Hunter's Mark and then attacks things. Got it.
And he has some
What?
a few like fun Black Veil contraption spells, basically. Some homebrew stuff, but they're mostly utility. But sure, okay. There. And there. Okay, you should have access to Gaius now. Also, he didn't do a token, so he had the 11, I think.
Yeah. I'm gonna need to make a new one, unfortunately. I cannot control the one you made.
No. Oops. Did I delete? Okay, I deleted the token I made. Okay. Can you drag and drop it now, though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, that was weird. Advantage didn't apply to that properly. And I had to,
It just rolled it twice and added both times.
well, I had it set to roll for advantage and it didn't do that, so I just had to roll again.
Oh. Okay. I'll get rid of the lower one then.
The 23 is the right one.
Yeah. And then.
I assume you have old tokens from a different map.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see two Nylas. I see a 20 and a 26.
The one we see is 26.
Okay.
That's the one I rolled.
Okay. And then I see two Gales. Is one your elemental?
I have 10.4. My elemental goes right directly after me.
Okay. Okay. And Bellerophon got a 5. Is that correct?
No, I didn't get that high.
Oh. Okay.
I got a 4.
Okay. Great. Then this. Okay, Tommy's then. Can you just roll for Gaius again then? And I'll just set it to 11.
Yes, you can set that to 11. Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna have the demons just go as a group at initiative 20 as basically a layer action.
I'm gonna set up a wall of fire. There. Pointing this way.
Okay.
Trying to funnel them towards Nyla.
Pretty hard to see just past the edge, because like with the rubble and stuff, there's like a massive cloud of dust and smoke, and you can like hear them and see the shifting of like shapes through the fog, and then yeah, so after the 2 rounds, we will they'll break through on initiative 20. I mean, you can do whatever you want with Gaius, but I assumed he would probably just hold his action until he sees something.
Yeah, I don't have anything here that I'm needing to prep, other than needing to read a bunch of stuff because we'll add this character sheet's a little bare bones.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm capable of reading.
We've seen worse.
Actually, no. I'm gonna throw protection from good and evil. No, that's concentration. Hunter's mark is concentration. Outstanding choices. Anyway,
Oh,
we're good.
yeah, right. Before they show up, could like to double cast good and evil on me and Val.
Yay!
Yay.
I4 gore.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also gets my horns out. Nope.
Okay, so here I'll just roll for.
No, not quite yet. Okay.
Here, I'll just do this so that there's something in the tracker. But I'm just setting the initiative to 20. The Quasits are collectively the demons.
Nice.
They move at layer action speed.
Okay, so we're gonna open. Okay, so yeah, so top of the initiative will be Nyla before the demons break through the fog of war.
I suppose that I'm just gonna hold my action.
Yeah, fair.
Like, I want to delay in the initiative until
Mhm.
I have
Yep.
something I can see.
Fair enough. Okay. Bertold.
I don't really have anything to do. I have my concentration up.
Okay. Okay. Continue to concentrate on your spell.
I guess I'll prepare an action to cast Mind Sliver at the first thing I see.
Okay. Sure. Alright. So, the first things that break through the wall is wait, I want to make sure I don't want to delete the one that's the initiative. There's this swarm of Quasits that breaks through first.
Cool, I'd like to take my turn after this.
Yeah. They're the first things to break through, and you can see there is a larger shape that also breaks through that is a Glabrezu.
Fun.
And that's so you can trigger your held actions. So I guess Gaius also had a held action. So
But yeah, so Gaius will take just a couple pot shots. We'll say at the big guy.
Okay. Yep.
Both
of those will hit.
Okay. 27 piercing total.
Okay. I'll pop this out. That's the one I probably actually need to keep track of. The closet's probably not so much.
Yeah,
Right, okay. That was 27 piercing. And his bow is magic, so it's magical piercing. Okay.
Okay, that's the held action. So.
Yep. Okay. And then your held action.
I was fully delaying my turn in the initiative.
Oh, you were. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so I was going to act after the demons had done their turn.
Bertold's held spell, Mind Sliver.
Yep. We'll go with the big guy as well.
Okay. Right. Do you make a save, or is it just yeah, DC?
It's
19.
a DC 19 int save.
He actually has decent intelligence.
Darn.
Okay. Yeah, that was okay. So they break through here basically, and that is their that was their turn. Was getting onto the map.
Okay.
So then
Can you,
Nyla goes.
Yeah, can you change my spot in initiative? So I'm
Yeah. Good.
Just
Do
this.
12.
Also,
That'll
did
work.
they end their turn?
Yeah, they just run in here and
Okay.
Is it in the
'Cause,
fire?
like the big guy and the three little guys to his left are all within range
of the wall.
it's 10 feet from the wall in that direction.
Okay.
Okay, admittedly, this one might not be, but the other two, and the big guy,
I think it is.
but yeah,
Is that a
You,
save?
what is it?
DC deck save?
it's a
Yeah.
next save, yeah. For half.
Big guy does not make it. And then
Oh, no, the deck save is for the initial damage if I were to drop it.
okay.
They just take
Take
that,
it.
as
Oh,
far
when
as
they
I
walk-
can tell. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Oh,
Fire.
yeah.
Yeah. Must make a deck save when
Yep.
the wall appears. Okay. So how much damage is that? 17?
17.
Okay. That is. Where is. Where did the. There they are. Okay, we're gonna pop this out too. Okay. They take some damage, but they are not dead. Because resistances, baby. Okay. Then Nyla goes.
Cool. Okay, I will move here and take my first swing at this little Quasit here.
Yep.
Does a 14 hit.
Yeah.
Oh, let's go. That'll be 6 piercing plus 4 poison plus 6 radiant on the first hit.
Okay. Alright.
Oh yeah. It also
Okay.
has to make a strength saving throw. Gets yoinked. Okay. So it gets pulled here. Just one space closer to me.
Yeah. Wait,
This guy.
That one? This
Yeah.
one. This one. Yeah. Took 12 damage. Okay.
Sure. Okay, and I'll take another swing at it. That's an 11 hit.
No.
Shocking. Whatever.
It is barely functioning after the first hit.
Okay. Well, that doesn't make me feel better, but thanks. At the very least, it can't recover hit points. So, I've got that
Hey.
going for me. Alright, that'll be Nyla's turn.
Okay.
I'll stick here for now.
That
Nigel is
Nigel.
dodging.
Okay, got it.
When he's a controlled mount. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just dash or dodge.
Gaius.
Okay. Gaius will move here. First shot against the one that's almost dead. That'll, I'm assuming, hit.
It's dead.
Great. Okay, and then I'm gonna bonus action mark the bigger one as my Slayer's Prey.
Mhm.
I think that's a bonus action. Yeah, it's a bonus action. Okay, and then take a shot at that one. 18.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So that'll be 12 plus 4 for 16 piercing damage.
Okay. Nice.
And that's action bonus action. So, guys,
Okay.
done.
Gale.
Gale. All right. Gale's gonna run over here because he can't see through that wall. We're gonna have the tentacle that is right here. It is going to slap the big guy. So the tentacle is this one. No, that's not it. That's the big one. Tentacle of Deeps. This is it. So 22 to hit. Big
Uh-huh.
guy.
Yep. Hits.
Okay. 17 damage.
Okay.
I am going to Eldritch Blast the big guy. So I get to do 3 of them. 1,
Yep.
2,
Ka-dog,
3.
ka-dog.
Fuck. Does a 15 hit?
Nope.
Does an 18 hit?
hits. The
Okay.
18 hits.
5 force damage.
Okay.
And then I'm going to order the water elemental to move this way.
Okay.
Let me actually, I'm sure it's helpful real quick. It has 60 elemental. Alright, he's going to also hit the big guy.
Mhm.
Did I make a damage thing for this? I don't think I did. I'm not particularly motivated to fix that right now. 1d20 plus my spell attack modifier, so plus 11. Plus 11. 29 hit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then we do 1d10 plus 4.
D10 plus 4. Okay.
So that's 5 damage. And we do all that again. 1d20 plus
Refilling the dog's water.
11. That's gonna hit. So 8 damage with the second hit.
Okay.
And that is the end of my turn and my water elemental's turn. And my tentacle's turn.
Okay. So that was 5 and 8.
Yep.
What type of damage is that?
The cold, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah, it's cold.
Okie dokie. Then it is Bellerophon's turn.
Quasits walk on the ground, right?
Yeah, that's what shovel is.
Yeah.
Okay.
They're little. Yeah. They're the kobolds of demons. Yeah, I don't think they have fly speed.
That little guy's in the frickin' way, Brian.
Yeah, they just have a
Just
move
hit
speed
it.
of
Which guy?
The one with a health bar.
I guess it has a reach of 5. Yeah, well, that's fine. If you kill it, I'll just cast a different concentration spell.
Okay. I'm gonna walk here, and I'm gonna try to cast Tundra Hold.
Okay.
All of everything in that area needs to make a DC 18 Dexterity saving throw, and everything in this line that I have
collectively
drawn.
for the Quasits. Okay, Quasits all fail. The Glabratsu got a 19.
All right. 5d8 cold damage, half for the who's it? Do I have a button for this? Yep. 20 damage to the Quasits, 10 damage to the Garezabu, all cold damage.
Okay.
The Quasits are all restrained if they have survived.
Yes.
And in order to not be restrained, they have to make a strength check as an action. This is a fucked up spell you've approved. They need to spend their action to make a strength check against DC 18 in order to stop being restrained. And the entire line is difficult terrain now.
Okay. So all the Quasits are like frozen in like this sheet of ice. And they're still like writhing around, but they are stuck there. And the big one's just like kind of like breaks off of the breaks through the ice as it's moving as you cast the spell.
Oh, sorry. How was I supposed to roll for?
DC 18 Dex save for your elemental.
Okay. What kind of saves does this have? Probably just the base. Yeah, +2. So roll 1d20 +2. Okay, so I fail.
It takes 20 damage. And is
Okay.
It is restrained.
Wow, this thing really doesn't. You said it was cold?
Cold.
This thing really doesn't resist or immune cold.
Really?
That's very shocking. It's resistant to acid, and that's its only resistance or immunity is the water type.
I mean, I guess if it's made of water, it could freeze if it gets hit with an ice move.
Yeah, I guess.
Is it immune to restrained, at least?
Huh. Nope.
It's
What?
a water elemental.
It has amorphous form, so it can move through a space as narrow as 1 inch wide without counting as difficult terrain. So I think maybe we could argue. I don't know.
That's
Maybe
some
it is
bullshit. We
frozen.
should give it immunity to restrained. Like,
I mean, it makes sense. Unless it's like
Brian's
a
leading this
magical...
session. It's not
I mean,
a problematic buff.
I think it depends on what's restraining, because like hold monster makes sense for it to be restrained. Because
Old
it's
monster
like
doesn't restrain, it paralyzes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay. Is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay. Bertold.
Yep.
All the closets are kind of just writhing around still. Although, actually, these took damage.
The ones on the left, yes.
So these are actually dead. crazy. They're... Yeah, okay.
Alright, Bertold will move here and cast Steel Wind Strike on those four enemies.
Okay. Yep.
So big guy. Oh, small guy, small guy, small guy. I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit the big guy.
No.
Uh,
All the small guys are dead.
yeah. Each of them takes 60-10 force damage. They're just dead.
Yeah. This guy... Okay, so yeah, this guy just, like, blocks the smash, or the blade strike, or whatever.
And then move backwards a bit.
Okay, you hear more quasits buzzing or whatever noise they make coming from the back of the fog, and then you also hear some lumbering footsteps coming through here. So you hear as this guy is there before he... So I guess he'll move first. I guess he takes... Is it when he moves into the space?
So if he ends his turn within 10 feet of it, or enters it for the first time on a turn, for the actual
since
line.
he's starting
Yeah,
his
enters
turn
the actual
inside
wall.
of it.
Okay. So he's
Yeah,
gonna
he's-
move around the elemental.
Yeah.
His movement speed's reduced by 10 feet, by the way.
It's reduced by 20 feet from everything I did to him.
Oh,
And
so
he's
30
on,
feet then, is what I'm
and he's
hearing.
on difficult terrain.
So he's just gonna fucking sit there.
And
He
take
has
it.
40 feet of movement, so he can move 5 feet.
Oh, good for him.
He can move out of the wall of fire and then attack the water elemental.
Way to go,
Working
buddy.
hard.
I'm taking an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
Wonderful. That's 5 piercing plus 2 radiant plus I'm gonna go ahead and drop a second level smite on it.
Okay.
For another 18 radiant.
Okay.
So I believe the bonus damage on that triggers on feet. So
Correct. Yeah, he doesn't look great. Now he is, so he'll move the 5 feet, and then, he's gonna multi-attack this water elemental. He gets 4 attacks. Because that is how Hulbarizu do. They get 2 pincer attacks and 2 fist attacks. So, pincer, fist, fist. Did not click fist.
Wow. Maybe we don't need to worry about the elemental for much longer. It has 16 AC, so only the 24 hits. Never mind. We're gonna be around to stay.
7 bludgeoning. Oh, I just realized I should have been rolling advantage on his saves against spells, because they Glabrezu have magic resistance, so...
Think they hate it.
I don't know, has he actually failed any spell checks yet? Like...
I don't
he
think
has,
so.
honestly.
no,
Okay,
I
I
don't
think
so,
he's
yeah.
just succeeded anyways. Okay. What a guy. Okay, so that was his turn, and then you hear as this is difficult terrain. Do things take damage when they move into the cold area?
No. It's
Okay.
just difficult terrain and really fucked up if you failed your save.
Okay. So we're gonna move this guy. These guys are gonna. No, I want it. Let me paste where my cursor is, not just in the same spot. There we go. These guys are gonna come in. Yeah, like a bunch of these are just gonna fly in. And then you hear, I think. Let me check this. I gotta pull up. Yeah, okay. Okay. So you hear the, like, thump, thump, of footsteps or whatever, and then you hear wings, and, over the, let's see. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Flying over you and over the wall or whatever and landing right here.
Oh,
Hello there.
It just and it has and a Baylor has moved into the fray.
don't say.
You have passed.
That is their turn. So now it's Nyla's turn.
Okay, new priority here. Head and take some sweetness. So,
The night we dine on human flesh.
I am no human.
Wait, that means I'm safe. I'm not human. I'm a fucking cat.
14 piercing
Right.
plus 5 poison plus
But
6 radiant
But you're all human shaped.
plus wow racist.
Racist?
He's a demon.
I, the Baylor, have come
Yeah, but
for
just because he's
Baylor
bad
and
guy
only
doesn't mean he had to be
Baylor.
bad guy. Okay, so that is on the first attack, that's a total of 41 radiant damage, 5 poison, and 14 piercing.
You
Second
get 27
attack.
hit. Okay. Okay. I have to like track. Okay, so let me see. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, let me know when you're ready for the next one to come in.
Another 19 radiant. Okay. Plus, and that's 16 radiant after the 19. Yeah,
Yep,
it's
every
19.
number you see there is hidden.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, that's first attack. Second attack. Does 21 hit?
Yes.
Alright, that's another 6 piercing, another 8 radiant, and I'm not messing around with this guy.
Yeah.
this
He's a
is
big
a
boy.
goddamn Baylor. Another 27 radiant on top. There.
Okay. All right.
And it's incapable of regaining hit points until the end of my next turn. Through any means.
Okay.
I don't think I have a real bonus action on this character, so we'll be good there. Yeah, that'll be Nyla.
Yeah, you chunked the shit out of this guy.
So what we do?
Yeah. It's a lot of radiant damage. Okay. Gaius.
Great. Gaius is going to cast Hunter's Mark on the guy he'd been shooting at. And attempt to continue that little fight. Does a crit hit? Great.
Yeah.
Alright, so that'll be... Wow.
Wow. Those are so... That's so sad.
Rolled 5 damage on 4d6. Okay. Well, that's still a total of 25 on that shot.
Uh-huh.
Is that thing still alive?
Yeah, just barely. Another one?
Another one. Does a critical miss hit?
No, unfortunately.
Bummer. Okay,
Getting
guys,
the
is
whole
going
spectrum.
to get further away from the Baylor.
Yeah.
Alright. That'll be that.
Yes. Okay. Great, Gale.
Alright, Gale is going to cast Eldritch Blast. First blast will go at this guy.
Yep.
Boom.
That'll hit.
9?
That's Exacxes!
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So yeah, the arrow goes like through his face or whatever, the crit, and then you blast, and you just blast the arrow out the back of his head, and he just
Hell
onto
yeah.
the ground.
Alright, second shot, Baylor.
That'll hit.
Okay, 7 damage. And third shot, also to Baylor.
Yep.
Damn it, Gabe. Alright,
I guess
Bonus-
I'll cast Eldritch Blast.
bonus action, I'm gonna Tentacle of the Deeps. We're gonna scoot this thing over to here. Wait, that's for 30 feet. Over to here. Does a 13 hit?
No.
I want you to know that I'm sad.
This guy landed and got rocked.
Is it
It's what
is
happened.
is it enough of a creature to benefit from flanking?
No. Or, wait. Oh, maybe.
I mean, he's a pretty big boy, so I think so.
I don't think he'll give... I think Gabe is asking if the tentacle can get flanking bonuses from
Oh.
Daretold. It makes a melee spell attack, so it is a melee.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
probably gets flanking.
Okay, so the
That's
23
fine.
will hit.
Okay, that's 14 cold damage.
Crazy, nobody's rolled. Everybody's rolled so high against the Baylor, too. That's crazy. Okay.
So his speed is currently reduced by 20.
Okay.
30.
Or 30, oh yeah, because you did your thing too.
Yeah.
And that I'll end my turn, and the water elemental is gonna punch this guy in the face.
Okay.
Dash roll. 20 plus 11. Plus 26.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Roll 1d10 plus 4. 10 damage.
Still alive.
Roll 1d20 plus 11.
That'll hit. The Quasit.
7.
It's dead. It's dead.
Hell yeah. Even if I can't move, I can still fight, says the water elemental.
Bellerophon.
Alright, I'm going to very carefully walk around the difficult terrain I've created. So lets me get to here. going to Chorus of the Lost, which I think is my... No. I'm concentrating on protection from evil and good, so I will not Chorus of the Lost. I will just Cat Spring to move 10 feet and then attack the Baylor. No.
Yep.
Move 10 feet. Shit. I want to keep the flanking, but I also want to get a better angle on the Quasits. Move 10 feet and attack the Baylor. Let's see. No damage buffs are on right now. 22 hit.
Yes.
I will do a 4th level smite because I'm a fucked up player.
At least you know
Baylor's
your
second,
dog.
4th level smite has been hit by. Christ.
A 50 damage.
Oh, I was
Holy cow! 38 radiant. Jesus.
good roll.
Why are
Okay.
Dave's smite stronger
6,
than
7,
mine?
8, 8, 7, 2.
Why is taking more levels in Paladin not the best way to optimize Paladin?
Paladins are so sad.
I
Okay.
am Paladin 2, Sorcerer 10.
Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I don't know
Is
if I
it
call
still
Paladin
alive?
sad, Brian.
Yeah, it's still
It's
alive.
just fine for the
Alright.
That's
I
true.
am going to use a Quicken spell to cast Cat Spring as a bonus action.
Oh my God.
I guess I'll just back up. 24 hit.
Yeah.
Do I want to do it to him? Do I want to do another 4th level fight? Let's do a 3rd level smite.
There's a 1 in there. Okay, so that's...
Yeah, somewhere in there.
Okay.
39 damage.
Okay. That is enough to
Uh,
kill it.
Okay.
When it dies, it triggers death throws. So, each creature within 30 feet must make a DC 20 dex save or take 70 fire damage on a failed save, or half as much on a successful.
Bear
Give me
told you're in my aura, so you get +2 here.
Thank God.
Pentacles are life and also invincible.
Hell yeah.
It's a 14 for me, and that's 14 for Nigel.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm
you take
like
70
30
fire
oh,
damage,
fuck.
and Nigel takes 70 fire damage.
Are you rolling it, or are you just gonna do raw 70?
Just doing the raw 70.
Okay. Ow.
And
Well, that
guess
drops
I
me
have to roll
to
too.
28 hit points, and Nigel is dead to dead. Also, my Spirit Shroud drops off, because,
What's
well, you know, let's just see
concentration?
that. Wow, wouldn't you know I didn't hit a 35.
Same. Protection from evil good is gone.
Okay.
20. What was the DC? 20. Okay, let's just, yep, this is bad.
Oh wait, I think. Let's see, was Gaius also in the edge of that range? No, he's 35
He was
from
smart.
the edge.
I'm so good, dude. I'm so good at this.
He's also hiding behind this rock.
My safety rock.
Bertold literally didn't get a chance to move out.
Well, yeah, he landed, and everybody was like, "Get him!" And he just beat the shit out of him, and then he blew up.
No, wait.
All right, so that
The
thing was
wrong
fucked up.
neighborhood.
I vote.
So
I vote
with
we just
seeing-
let the next one enter the city.
seeing the Baylor like just get trounced as soon as it landed, all of the closets are running away. You do hear more people like shouting and stuff like that, but you hear from up above you or whatever. You hear people shouting like, "Watch out below!" And then you hear like it almost sounds like a small explosion go off, and rocks tumble down from the top of the wall and like fill in the gap up to like a certain point. So the hole in the wall has been filled, at least temporarily for now. So that is combat over with for the moment, and as you see the pile of ash and bone that is the Baylor and Glabrezu, you look back towards the city and you can see the two massive entities are fighting or whatever, and you see actually as you are there, you hear and watching them, it looks like they're having a bit of a struggle, but you see actually there's like a portal that is starting to open up behind the five-headed dragon as it is fighting with the thing, and you see like, there's gouts of fire and acid and cold and all kinds of stuff and things like that, and the city is just kind of getting flattened in the midst of this struggle. Parts of the city are, at least, and as you come to, or as you are witnessing this, you hear actually, was Varric still on?
I would have dropped off his body. Not
okay.
Okay.
I was just thinking about that. I was like, is he still there? Because if so, he's incinerated.
No, no way I'm spending lay on hands on that guy and then bringing him to the battlefield.
I'll say you probably dropped him off as you were approaching, coming up to this hole in the wall or whatever.
Yeah. Somewhere that's like nearby, can keep an eye, not in immediate danger, but like also if we fail, it probably doesn't matter where he is anyway. So.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll say, yeah, so you see that is happening or whatever, and, yes, so this breach in the wall is temporarily closed. What would you like to do now that you have a moment of reprieve?
Like, all the spellcasters in the world are in this city. Find me a cleric.
Yes. A lot of those were at the temple. That is now a ruin.
Find me the bones of a cleric, and we're going to cast some necromancy. Wait, what?
I don't know about you, but I don't know any.
If you squint a little, some of my spells say necromancy on them, I think.
The spell I was using is technically a necromancy spell, yeah.
Pulling Doom, my most powerful spell, is a necromancy spell that doesn't necromancy things.
So as you catch a glint, kind of out of your eyes, because there's kind of like this, like, aura of light that is approaching you. And you see it's the gold-skinned winged figure. And he kind of slowly descends and just kind of hovers, probably like 30 feet above you guys.
So, bets on this guy being related to what Varric did.
Get him!
Seems
He says,
seems high.
and he calls out. You can. His voice has like a weird doubling effect where it's like he's speaking in Celestial, but it's like also you can hear it in Common.
Mm.
But he says, "Hello, you seem like a party folk. Good work with that Baylor. It must not have been easy work."
I mean, it was until it exploded.
Ah, yes. That is an unfortunate side effect of killing some of these cretins. Anyways, sorry to, this must be all rather of a shock to you all. My name is Zafkiel. I am a watcher of the celestial realm. I am here to bring Bahamut, and he looks at the points at the platinum dragon, to bring him back to our realm. Obviously, once he is done sending Tiamat back to hers.
Could you have done that without blowing up our city and risking the entire world being invaded by demons?
What did you do to Ryu?
Ah, I will answer the second question first.
No, please. This is a yes or no question.
We had to, I will answer both questions at the same time. The one you know as Ryu, we referred to as Io. He is the fusion of my benevolent leader Bahamut and his counterpart Tiamat of Avernus. They were fused into one being millennia ago, and our realms have been tossed into turmoil without their leaderships, specifically the Celestial Realm. That is what I care about. I had to combine my efforts with Zariel, the Demon Queen. Well, Fiend Queen, I guess you wouldn't say Demon Queen. The current leader of Avernus, as that realm also has been thrown into its own version of chaos. We needed our deities back so that our realms would not spill into this one. As you can see, and I'm sure you know, there's already one other realm, the Abyss, that has been spilling into yours. I think you would not like two others converging on your world as well. I apologize for the means in which we had to do this, but there was nothing on this plane that could cause the dispersal until, well, it took some time and efforts of us using the one I believe you call Varric. He had a brilliant mind for both the mechanical and the arcane. We needed his prowess to create the device and have the energy to split Ryu into twain. But I would do, like I said, I apologize, but my duties belong to my realm. I don't know if you will understand, but
No. You just ruined our realm, and you're like, oh, but it's not my duties.
Don't tell us that you were helping us preventing some invasion when you just stole away one of the single things we had preventing this entire realm from falling. Don't pretend.
fair enough. And he looks back and like the portal's getting bigger and he says, it seems that Tiamat is being pushed back. It is to be expected. Do not know what happened to Zariel, but to be fair, I do not care. I just wanted to inform you, I suppose. And then he just starts to like fly back towards Bahamut.
Team Chaos. What?
So that's it, huh? Sorry I stole one of your gods and blew a hole in your city. Anyway, good luck.
Yep.
Pretty much.
If this breach isn't an immediate threat, I need to go check on Queen Arene.
Yeah, it seems like that. And it seems like the people on top of the wall have started to get, now that there's a bunch of rubble and stuff here, they've started to get a hold on things, and basically anybody left in the city who hasn't been evacuated is probably coming towards the wall to help facilitate that. So yes, you can head back around to the other side of the... You know, it seemed like... So from where you're at, you could go the other way around the crater towards where, like, Tiamat is. Because that seemed to be where you saw Zariel get nabbed, at least, like... I mean, I guess they were kind of out over the middle, but... Who you assume Zariel is the fiery winged one, I'm guessing.
I can do 2+2, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
What if we had an auction for my soul where whoever deals more damage to these two deities gets it?
Whoever else. That's funny. Do you want to offer that?
I'll offer it. Yep. Find the nearest body of water I can find and make the offer. Triton, Ursula, whichever one of you can fuck these two up more, can have me.
You two want to fight two gods of a higher state of being than you are? I'll give you a chance at one soul for it.
A soul that you already half own.
Alright, you know what? That's a good point. If they can fuck up the angel or the demon queen, that's good enough.
Oh, there we go.
So you feel a tremble. So there's a bunch of like, because there's like sewers and stuff that run underneath the city and whatnot. So there's like a bunch of water that's gushing down into the crater or whatever. So yeah, so you say that and you feel a small like tremble underneath you, and then something will happen in a bit. Yes. So yeah, so as you're going yeah, so going around, so give it a wide berth. You eventually make your way, like, it takes a bit. You get around or whatever.
Yeah, and someone blew up my lizard, so I'm walking at normal speed.
Yeah. Do you pick up Varric wherever you dropped him off, or do you just leave him?
Yeah, I'll
wherever you
sling him
dropped
over my shoulder.
Okay. Okay. So yeah, so you bring him around or whatever. You eventually get back around to the crater or whatever, and you see there's a part, like, you can eventually get to a part of the city where you see there's like web sticking to buildings, and there's like scorch marks, and you see like spatters of like blood, and like you see what appears to be like a large spider leg and tatters of other things, and you eventually round a corner and you see Queen Erene in a form that you have not seen, that might be more kind of like a steeped in mythos sort of a thing, but she looks like full like Lolth like form, like massive spider body and like multiple arms and all that stuff, and she looks rough, but she like she's missing like a leg and like some fingers on one of her hands and things like that, but she's just landing there like kind of leaning against and breathing heavily, but at her feet you see the like smoldering form of the cereal that is there, like kind of like to the ground. Yeah, and as you kind of come up or whatever, she like leans and like kind of collapses from exhaustion, and the Zariel corpse just like disintegrates into like flame ribbons as it like drifts into ash and flutters through the air or whatever. And then
that's awkward. We might already have a winner.
I wanted to kick that corpse.
And then as you see, Queen Erene is barely conscious.
My queen, are you all right? We'll run towards her.
Yeah.
And kind of as respectfully as possible indicate that I would like to heal her if she'll allow it.
Yeah, she like nods and like grimaces, and then her like body like contorts and like shrinks back down to like her normal self. She says, "Thank you. Sorry that you had to see me like that."
There's nothing to apologize for. I'll give her 30 points of lay on hands.
Yeah.
Good points.
It was a hard-fought battle. I did get some answers out of her before the end, though.
We spoke to her celestial counterpart and got some version of the story as well. The situation at the breach has been stabilized for the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, she says, and she notices. She's like, and we will question that one later. She points at Varric.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And she says, "Oh, I do not think I have the strength to aid in this struggle." And she points at the two dragons fighting. It seems the Platinum One is winning the confrontation, though. It
The
sounded
little
like...
angel, little angel claims the Platinum One, wants to kick the other one out and go home.
Well, that's good. The odd thing is, I still sense parts of Ryu in both of them. Both his benevolence, and she points at Bahamut, and his ferocity, and points at Tiamat. This is a dark day. Has the wall been sealed?
For now,
By
yes.
rubble.
Okay. It will take time to rebuild. We have lost quite a bit. And she's gonna sit there for a bit and just kind of watch these two things as they're struggling. And you see the portal like fully ignites, and like the dragon is like in its maw. It has like one head, and then its two arms is like it's like holding the other two by like the throat, and is like trying to like shove it in through the portal or whatever. And the little angel guy's like flying around shooting stuff at the other two heads. And I think, yes, she says, I will stay here in the city for a bit. See, we need to send word to the Drow. We need to send as many people here to help rebuild as we can. We need to triage what little we can with the infrastructure of the city and the wall.
Yes.
Very well. We'll see it done.
Yes. Yeah, as you see the yeah, so that and you watch like as that's the thing, and like you see that some of like, because they're pretty close to part of the wall, you see like there's some part of the wall where like you can see there's like a contingent of people who are on the wall. You see that just like there's like a hail of like different spells that all just like smatter into the side of the five-headed dragon. As it seems they're trying to aid this in getting this out, since they've kind of figured out from context what's happening here. As things, and it starts to falter a little bit, and then the Platinum Dragon gives out a big roar and just lurches forward and like finishes shoving Tiamat through the portal, and it like pulls back or whatever, and as the portal closes or whatever, it like you see there's just like a massive gout of like all five beams like wash over the Platinum Dragon as the portal closes or whatever, and it staggers backwards and then lets out like this kind of triumphant roar or whatever, and then looks over the city and just has this like extremely mournful look on its face, and then it like inhales and lets out this kind of like burst of basically like this burst of like healing energy washes over the city as like a last thing to try to help, and all of you feel this healing just fully restore you to your max HP as this wave of healing floods over the city and goes out, and then it kind of like drops down to like one knee and raises its hand, and then it just starts to like this other portal like kind of opens up above it, and it ascends. And you see as it ascends through the portal and the portal starts to close, the like gold guy is flying up, and then you hear down in the crater, and this massive tentacle comes out and wraps around its legs and pulls it down into the crater.
I flip him off. It's absolutely worth giving him my soul for this. Fuck him.
And then there's this eerie quiet across the city, as you can hear the bells ringing and stuff, and the alarms and stuff, and you can hear the people on the wall and stuff fighting, people like screams and moans, and the crackle of fire, and there's just like this just kind of and then like all of that just starts to like build up as this moment of tension releases, but there's also so much going on here in the city that needs to be tended to.
Bertold, do you have the magic available to start contacting my people?
Absolutely. I can contact 6 people.
Wonderful.
Queen Arane just rattles off like 6 names. Like, contact these 6 people. They're like all these people,
Tell them I
whatever.
sent you.
Yeah.
It won't fuck around.
She knows who will get shit done. Yeah.
Yeah. Bertold obeys.
Yep. She does that, and yes.
I'm gonna sit down and just write quickly a note to my sister as well, assuming she's not one of the 6 on one of my paper birds. I can write out a 50-word message if you really want, but the gist is massive disruption in Defender City. I'm alive and well. Start coordinating with the other houses. Humanitarian aid is going to be needed.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
It'll be slower than ascending, but
yeah,
less urgent.
Yes. At a certain point, I think. Let's see. Who was still here? I think at a certain point, Wolfram will come find you all, or find you at some point. The dwarven dragon priest, and he looks worse for wear. Like, he looks like a building fell on him. But
Also, probably not the best moment to be a dragon priest.
Yeah.
There's no dragons. What do we do?
Yeah, he actually looks like, it almost looks like, because, I mean, dwarves can live a pretty long time, but it looks like he has, like, aged. Like, when you see him, not, like, just from, like, getting, damaged, but, like, he looks physically, like, older. And he's like, I'm glad I found you. This is chaos. And you see he sees Varric or whatever there, who might be like coming back into consciousness now that he got like a wave of healing or whatever. And he basically rushes over or whatever and like picks him up and slams him like against like a wall or whatever and says, "How could you do this?"
Now that we'll allow this, I've still got a revivify spell slot. So
Worst case, we have a backup plan.
and Varric just like can't like he doesn't have words, and he's like he just looks like a man whose mind and body is broken. Like he can't respond, like physically can't respond.
Hmm.
And he just, and after like a few minutes of like berating, Wolfram just kind of like drops it and is like, and, like, falls to his knees and like punches the dirt and is like, we were so close. We were on the verge, topping all of this. And he begins to weep.
Hmm.
I will grab him by the shoulders and like shake him.
Mm.
You can weep tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, you're right. We need to contact the other nations. Maybe this will finally stop that war.
Is there anything else in this city that's going to fail catastrophically without Ryu here? Immediately. I don't know everything his magic was involved in.
Well, whatever caused the split, it shut off all the power in the city. So
Used it all.
yes, basically. So that's a thing. There's a massive crater, so currently any of the underground plumbing, we need to start checking for infrastructure because we don't want the whole city crumbling into a sinkhole. I think the biggest thing is I think we've evacuated as many people as we can, but we need to double check the residential districts, and we need to set up. That's my biggest concern.
Then start there.
All right. And he says, if we split, we have some few, and we'll send people as much as we can, but we need to split up into as many search parties as we possibly can to look for survivors. Getting everyone out is my main concern.
Very well.
And as the rebuilding and that sort of whole process goes, this is going to take weeks, months to recuperate from all of this stuff. So with that is where we will have a close on Act 2 of the Dragon Wall. Because it is time, and I don't want to make Gabe late to his match.
Fair enough.
Also, I wanted to mention that I think I might take a little bit of a break. Not like a super long break, but like maybe like the month of July. Just take a break from running this for a bit so I can get some things together.